During shadow work episodes, we'll be talking about unconscious, often rejected aspects of our personalities, becoming aware of these things and learning to accept them as part of our authentic overall selves. What part of ourselves do we deny or hide because they are often perceived as negative? We're going to explore and discuss our emotions, fears, insecurities, and undesirable traits that feel shameful and unacceptable. It's about to get deep in here. We're also going to be exploring our triggers, what they are, and where they came from. In case you didn't know, the title of this episode is Eviction. This is my life, and my life is my property, not yours. Oh, shit. People pleasing, setting boundaries, and taking our power back. Pretty much we're going to be talking about how we can do those things. You know, I'm not going to get too deep on y'all. Sometimes I may, sometimes I may not. I don't know really where these videos is going to go. I'm doing what I'm called to do, okay? So, shadow work, you know, I already told you what it was about. I read it because I had notes, you know. There's a lot of things I got to keep in my mind. Definitions is not going to be one of them, okay? But, there's a bunch of questions. They got workbooks and journals and all type of things. People think shadow work and you immediately think something negative like, oh my God, it must be witchcraft. It must be something dark. No, shadow work is working on yourself. You know, when you're outside, there are so many of us that when we're outside walking in our shadow, we see our shadow and we start talking shit to our shadow. Even if we're not talking shit, we just start talking to our shadow. Sometimes we blame our shadow. That person's following us. You know? All right, well, since our shadow is always with us, it's time to get in tune with who is our shadow and what is our shadow about. And in these occurrences of these episodes, the shadows inside of us, the things that we have, you know, put in this fucking box because somebody somewhere is upset with who you are, how you act, what you're doing, what you're wearing, what you're saying, what you look like. They don't fucking like it. And I'm here to tell you that I've lived in somebody else's shadow for far too fucking long. And now here I am. Pop goes the weasel. I'm out the box. It's my life. I'm living it. And I don't really personally care what anybody has to say. I don't care what you got to say about this episode, what I'm wearing, what I look like, how I act, how I talk. Because all those things I can get better at. I can do something about those things if I choose to. You're sitting around doing what exactly? Being concerned about somebody else's life. Therefore, you're stuck in your own shadow, and maybe you should stay here and keep coming back over here to the Shadow Realm 0428, where we're going to be exposing shit that people don't want exposed. So, I guess it's time for our first question. The first question is, think about the first time that you can remember changing your wants, needs, desires, or actions for someone else. Now, I done already told y'all that I made some notes. Because I don't know what am I supposed to really be doing. I don't know what I'm doing here, guys. I just know I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm going to get better. This I know. Every day is a work in progress. But anyway, sit back, get comfortable. Grab a drink, grab some snacks. We may be here for a while, we may not. You never know. But when I first came across a shadow work journal, no, let me dial that back. When I first came across shadow work, like I said, I had went through some situation and it led me to tarot, a tarot reader who I thought was talking about my business. And she was talking about a bunch of other people, people's business, because I'm not the only one that goes through any situation. I'm not the only person on the planet. But anyway, what was I saying? See, it's stuff like that. I have notes in front of me, and I'd be forgetting what it is that I'm saying. So obviously, and I've learned, going through this journey, there's going to be a lot of things that I discuss with y'all that I'm learning about myself, not just through shadow work, because, y'all done seen me with books with divination, and what is she talking about in herbs? She smokes weed. What is she doing with herbs? What's going on? What is she doing? Is she a witch? What is she doing? I'm just a girl living in this world. I don't know why. Anyway, these are things that I'm learning, okay? I haven't discussed with you the clairs yet. I'll do that at some point in time. Maybe I have. I don't know. A lot goes on in here. If I told y'all, I did. If I didn't, I'm going to tell y'all again at some point in time, but not today. Anyway, some of the clairs are about hearing things and smelling things. It's using your senses, your 5 senses, and your intuition. So I have learned that, because I'm a talker, and I've learned, if I'm in the middle of talking about something and all of a sudden I forget, I'm either not supposed to be talking about that at that moment, or I'm not supposed to be talking to that person, which would be y'all, or I'm not supposed to reveal whatever at that moment. And when somebody told me that, when I say somebody a lot, I'm going to be talking about the ladies that I'm going to consider my spiritual advisors. They're tarot readers. I'm not going to hold you, and I'm not going to tell you about their gifts. When I get ready to reveal to you who they are, they have channels on YouTube. Maybe you've come across their page. I know some of you have, because some of us are linked, and you're so far in my business that you happen to have showed up in some of the same places online that I'm at, in the same chat rooms, which is crazy. But there's a reason for all of it. There's a reason for everything. A reason, a season, a lifetime. Some of you have heard about them. It's a poem. I'm not fitting to look it up. I'm not fitting to read it to y'all. Some of you know about it. Some of you don't. Look it up. You have a phone in your hand right now. Google reason, season, or lifetime poem and read it. I swear, someone told me about it when I was a child, and it just stuck with me. And it's about, people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Not everybody comes into your life is meant to be there forever. Shit. You could come across a complete stranger. A complete stranger. That's another thing. Pay attention to how you treat people. Alright? You never know who you're coming across. You could be coming across an angel. You could be coming across a person who is completely beneficial to your life. You could be coming across a person who has no good thoughts in their head. You don't know what a person is carrying with them. Too many of us are going through things, and, those of us who are aggressive people, we're like, I wish a person would. I'm waiting for somebody so I can unleash this beast. That's me. You might catch me like that, at 12:30. And at 12:45, I might be like, hold on. This is not who I aspire to be any longer. And it's okay for people who are, on a journey of self-reflection, or, any personal journey that you're on. It's okay. We are not perfect people, all right? We're not just going to stop smoking. Some of y'all use drugs. You're not just going to stop today. So if you do, that's a wonderful thing. That's a blessing. Other people, it's a journey. It's a journey to go through. Everything's a journey. Every day is a journey. But anyway, back to the shadow work. So when I first asked myself this question, the first time that I can remember changing my wants, needs, desires, or actions for someone else, And we're not going to get deep. Like, some things might come across as real trivial, like this. The first thing that I wrote down, and I'm not even going to lie, I immediately thought that the shit was trivial. It was like makeup and dancing. Now, makeup I attribute to my mother, and dancing I attribute to my children's father. The negative aspects of it. Like, how could those two things be anything that could have possibly caused me some level of blockage in my life? And so I was like, that's stupid. And I closed the book. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I flipped through some of the other questions, and some of the other questions, they was like, whoa, that's deep. I don't really, I've been in counseling. I've been in therapy. I was institutionalized as a child. I've been studied. I've been tested. Have mercy. I don't feel like answering none of these questions. That's crazy. But in order for me to go on the spiritual journey and achieve the level of ascendance that I'm supposed to be on, I have to do the work. Even the things that I don't want to do. I've been to college and I've been to jail. I do not want to read no more books. I don't. Today, at the grand age of 47 years old, I went to the library and got a library card. I have not had a library card since I was like 7, 8 years old. We're going to discuss that at another point in time, because that has more to do with my blockages. But anyway, makeup. I'm wearing makeup right now. Not too much, because it still is a little bit of an issue for me. But makeup. So, as many of you know, I'm biracial. We're going to get that clear right now for those of you watching. I am half black and I'm half white. Okay? I do not like to say that I'm African American, because I myself have never been to Africa. My mother's from Ireland. My father's from Philadelphia. My mother's not from Ireland. Her family's from Ireland. My mother's from New York State, just like I am. Okay? But anyway, so I just say my father's Philly black and my mother is Irish. So I'm half Irish and half Philly black, whatever that is. But stop walking up on me speaking Spanish, acting like I'm supposed to understand that. I don't. And when you see me with my grandchildren, who all happen to be half Spanish, I'm still not Spanish, okay? Stop it. But anyway, makeup. Being a biracial person, we're put into a different classification. We're not black enough. We're not white enough. Most of us end up being raised by our Caucasian mothers, who don't know much about, the other side of things. So, it has to do with a lot about the way that we're raised and how we act. And, we get a lot of flack for that. But anyway, our features. As a biracial person, you take on the features of both races. We have the best of both worlds. It's a gift and a curse. But anyway, makeup. I would put lipstick on. And I love my lips. Let's take a look at them. I love my lips. I think my lips are the best feature on my face, personally speaking. Look at me. Let me stop playing. But anyway, as far as I'm concerned, my whole life, that has been the feature that I focus on, my lips. And so I was, at a young age, your parents give you lip glosses and stuff like that. And so I was trying out a lipstick. And again, my mother is Caucasian. And, a lot of people used to frequent my mother's home when I was younger. And so, I don't know, somebody's lipstick was in the bathroom. I don't freaking know. But nonetheless, I put this lipstick on. And when I came out, and as I told you, people call me Ice, but my name's Jayla. My mother says Julie. Now, not for nothing, don't we identify the name Julie as a Caucasian name? And here's my mother, my Caucasian mother, saying to her biracial daughter, look at Julie's lips. Alright. So mind you, these are my feelings, not yours, and you might not understand, but the way she was saying it, the way everybody else reacted, the way I felt about these perfect, beautiful ass lips that, you know, makeup, it accentuates, you know, whatever you got going on. Some of y'all say people look good without wearing makeup, and trust me, some people use makeup to cover up what they consider flaws. Other people use makeup to accentuate the beauty that they already have. And some of y'all just go too goddamn far. Dial it down. But again, that's you. What you like. Do what you like. It's not about what I like, and it's not about what somebody else likes. So don't let how I feel affect you. Because look it. That was when I was younger, right? So you know what I did? I went in the bathroom and I wiped the makeup off my lips. Now, mind you, it was red lipstick. Now, we're going to keep that in mind because red, you see these red lights? Some of y'all are laughing right now. But red has also become a super big blockage in my life for many reasons. And you know, I've learned that it actually stemmed from this fucking lipstick. 2 + 2 = 4. Get you a shadow book journal. Go to the library. Some of y'all right now are sitting next to the damn library. Go in there. Ask the lady, yo, you got a book about shadow work? Some people don't feel no type of way about you. They don't care what it is that you're looking up. Their job is to help you. And the minute you say that, trust me, they're going to be like, oh, shit. They might even come up with some other suggestions to help you. Just dial back your attitude a little bit and, you know, open up yourself and go do something different. Go ask about a book in the library instead of just sitting there for no good-ass reason. But anyway, so yeah. Now the other thing was dancing. When I was younger, I went to go live with my father at some point in time, and you know, I had a lot of opportunities. I, you know, started playing an instrument, and I got involved in a dance troupe, and I fucking loved it. Like, I was into jazz, I was into ballet, I was into tap dance. We did stage work. I don't even know what to call it right now. It was like performances, whatever. You know, I was fucking younger. And the shit was fun as hell. Here's my black ass, you know, gliding. But nonetheless, you know, going through that, you know, being, you know, at a young age, you know, you're in elementary school, middle school, and there's groups, there's clubs, there's all different type of people doing all different type of things, you know. So, there was, what is that, the step team, stuff like that, you know what I mean? So, I really enjoy doing stuff like that. And I remember putting on my wall when I was a kid, we had a performance. And Dad, if you're watching, how about you message me and tell me what the hell it is that you remember? That would be helpful. Thank you. But anyway, I remember putting on my wall the uniform we performed in. It wasn't a uniform. It was, you know, whatever. Those who know. Those who don't, Google what a dance troupe is. You know, the costumes that we wear and, you know, to do your performance. And we won something. Winning something. I also used to bowl when I was younger and got a lot of fucking trophies, whether they were little stupid things for participating or you're really fucking good at this. I've been blocked from doing a lot of things that I enjoyed because the next person felt some type of way. About what? About me getting attention. About me getting attention that they weren't getting. Imagine an adult being upset that a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old child is getting attention for doing something good. That's sick in the fucking head. What's even sicker is they take these feelings that they have for whatever reason that they have them, and they project them onto you. I don't want you doing that. That's not good. Oh, I don't want you doing that. Oh. Remember those 4 walls we were talking about? Well, in one household, my mother's home, what happened in them 4 walls, we wasn't never supposed to talk about. It's gonna be exposed. I'm healing. I'm living my life. Eviction. Them 4 walls is crumbling. They're coming down. What goes on in these 4 walls ain't never supposed to be talked about. The media talks about it. Y'all getting arrested. Y'all be locked up. Y'all in penitentiaries. Public shit, but I can't talk about it. I'm gonna. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next month, maybe next year. But I'm gonna talk about it. But back to that attention, that positive attention, how it turned into negative attention. Well, then I later on got into a relationship. I was real young. I was like 15 years old in a relationship with a grown-ass man. It's another part of the cycle, another episode. But anyway, and that attention. So now here I am, and when I'm 15, and I'm out here living the life, out here, you know, the who's who of the who's who. The last name was not Jones, but we was keeping up with them, all right? And any attention. Now, sir, I could have thought you came around my family because my family is what's up, the who's who's. They get attention, right? They're the movers and the shakers. They're tuned in, tapped in. They're hooked up with everybody. Ain't that why you came over here? For the fucking attention? Isn't that why you attached yourself to me? For the attention? But let a song come on and I hit a little 2-step. Lord have mercy. Don't let nothing get to jiggling. Don't let nothing get to shaking. Don't let nobody be like, oh, look at her. Don't let nobody get up and dance. Because ain't that what you supposed to do when you hear music? Get up and dance? Nah, somehow that landed me 2 black eyes. That attention is too much for somebody else and their issues. So you know what I learned how to do? I stopped wearing makeup. I stopped dancing. I just turned 47 and now I don't care. I'm a bust a move. In the middle of the street, in the store, in a parking lot, butt naked in the shower. What? And I don't care if I don't know the newest dance moves. I don't care. I'm gonna do what I feel like doing. If the music moves me, I'm gonna do it. And you should do it too. Fuck the newest dance moves. You don't gotta be on TikTok. You don't know how to, you know, where them fans at. We don't gotta do all that. If you feel the music and it moves you, move. You ain't got to have no rhythm. The music has the rhythm. There's no rules to this. Y'all need to stop that. Y'all need to stop doing that, please. Please. I love going someplace and seeing some non-rhythm person busting a move. Those are the people I want to be around. You know why? Because they don't care. They don't care what you think about what they're doing. They're living their true self. And those are the type of people that I want to be around, because even if I'm in poor energy, even if I'm not feeling myself, even if I'm not confident enough, they are. And just being in the energy, it pours over, it attaches. Even if you start bopping your head, tapping your foot, snapping your finger, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. overall, I started to, put myself in a box. And I started to consider myself as just average. If people walk up to me and they be like, oh, Ice, you're so beautiful. And I look at them. Back. Walk away from me. That shit. See, I developed this wall. Okay? Because, like I said, I was in a serious domestic violence situation. And in another episode, I'll tell you how I went from being the abused to how I myself became the abuser. But that's a different shadow work episode. But, yeah, I started, downplaying it. Like, I built up this wall. Don't come at me. Don't bring nothing to me that could get me hurt. Beautiful, gorgeous. Get the fuck out of here. Who are they talking about? Bitch, they're talking about you. They're talking about me. I'm beautiful. I am a beautiful woman. I'm beautiful in my appearance. I'm beautiful in my presence. I love people. I don't care how many times you have did something against me. Even my enemies can sit at my table if they're hungry. I don't know why I feel that way. People think I'm crazy for everything I've ever been through in life. People are like, Ice, come on now. Nah. People are people. And some people are in situations, and some people have been treated some type of way, and people have forgotten that they're people. People have taken people's humanity away from them. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all the people who stole from me. I'm sick of me for allowing them to do that. Now, what they did when I was younger, I couldn't control. But at some point, I put myself in a box. The box that they built for me, the box that they put me in, the top was open the whole fucking time. I could have climbed out of it. No one told me how. I was young. I was little. But they built the box and they put me in it. They set me in it. No one ever said I had to stay there. People just kept telling me, get in the box. You're supposed to be in a box. You're supposed to be in a box. What you're doing is not right. I'm 47 years old and now I'm asking, why y'all put me inside the box and y'all got to stay outside the box? How does that work? And now I know how it works. See, because I got in the box that they put me in, and then I put the sides up, and then I closed it. And you know, for those of you who moved, we've all used boxes. Don't act stupid on me now. Okay? If you don't tape the box, you could see. I would peek out the box. I would, listen. Is there anybody out there? And sometimes I would pop up out the box to see. But nonetheless, at the first sign of fucking danger, I'm going back inside this box. I am average. Don't come telling me I'm beautiful. Don't come telling me I'm gorgeous. Don't come telling me none of that. I'm average. Telling me that might get me hurt. Average people don't get hurt. Average people don't have problems. No, I am far from average. I'm above average. I'm extraordinary. I am supernatural. I'm beautiful. I'm gorgeous. I'm worthy. I'm strong. I am all the things that they tried to tell me that I wasn't. All the things that was a problem for them. I very much am all of them things. Yes, I'm aggressive. Because I'm passionate. I believe in the things I say. When y'all come across me and you get to talking to me, oh, Ice is arguing. No, I'm not arguing with you. I refuse to argue with you. I used to live for it. See, this is my life. Evicted. Do y'all notice I'm not staying on the script? Evicted. This is my life. And I'm going to live it. No more boxes. Unless I have to move. Y'all know I just came from being homeless. Ain't no moving no time soon. The only moving is elevating. We're moving on up. Yeah. Fuck the Joneses. We're becoming the Jeffersons. Oh shit. Ice is wilding out on YouTube. She ain't sticking with the script. She's just going. No more robot energy. I'm standing up for myself. I'm establishing goals. I'm changing my mindset. It's not about you. It's not about my mom. It's not about my dad. It's not about my brother. It's not about my sister. Sisters, brothers. I have a shit ton of half and step siblings. They are my brothers and my sisters. However, I have another blockage. People need to remember that I came first. I'm glad that y'all are here. This is not even part of the episode. I'm glad that y'all are here. I love you deeply. I don't like y'all at the same time. And y'all don't like me. And I don't care. I care. I don't care. But I came first. I have some unresolved issues with my mom and my dad. I came first. How fucking dare you? You didn't have my permission to go have other children. Lord have mercy. Who says stuff like this? Shadowork, we're doing it. We're in it. We're in it now. Maybe this was another episode, but we're in it now. They didn't have my permission. You know what? They didn't need my permission. Get over yourself. Other children come. They didn't know what they was doing when they had you. Maybe they knew what they was doing when they had the next one. Maybe they did something better or something different. Then they moved on to the next one and had another one. And maybe they learned another lesson and did something different. Hello, Mom. Talking to you. Every time you learned a different lesson, you forgot me. Come back and teach me the lesson. Come back. I feel like crying, but I'm not gonna, because see, I've done some of the work with my issues in regards to my mother. Arguing, see, I wasn't arguing, I was just passionate. I felt away, and that's what it was. It never was about me hating my siblings. It was never about me being jealous about they got something that it was about you. Didn't come back with the lesson you learned and help fix me. Help to fix me. And because you didn't come back, me and my box, see, the box broke out the bottom so I could walk. Carrying the fucking box. I could have got out the box. I carried the fucking box around. I just turned 47. Fuck that box. I look like wearing a goddamn box. I'm too beautiful for a box. I will not be contained in a box. I no longer will carry around the box. The box became full of all these burdens, all these things, what everybody else wanted, what everybody else needed. Dad, don't think that you're escaping this either. Because while you ain't go on to put other children on the planet, or did you? That don't mean that you didn't go on to explore other fucking families. Now the children of those families, you became my brothers and my sisters, and I love y'all dearly too. But the first man in my life, my father, gave up on me to be a father to y'all. Again, it has nothing to do with y'all. It has to do with maybe he did the best he could. Maybe he ain't know what to do. But when he moved on in life and started learning other lessons, he forgot to come back. And fix the first one. That's my problem. That was my problem. Now, see, it still is my problem because, I try to be talking to my father because, some of you, and I'm sorry, I don't know what it feels like to not have my parents on the planet no more. Some of my friends just recently lost their mothers. Some of my friends have lost their mothers, and recently I've seen the pain that they go through behind it, and I don't know how to, I don't know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to have parents on opposite ends of the earth that act like I'm supposed to be the one that picks up the phone. I'm supposed to be the one that gets in contact. I'm your adult child. This is a two-way street. Why is it if I choose to not pick up the phone, you choose to not pick up the phone either? Do I ever cross your mind? You cross mine. But do I pick up the phone? No! Because what I look like? What do I look like crossing the bridge that y'all set on fire? Guys, I'm here to tell y'all, did you not notice that most bridges are built over water, right? And most of us can fucking swim. So you know what? Sometimes you got to take the chance and walk over that bridge that's on fire, because you know what? If you yourself catch on fire, you have a source of water. Now, some of y'all might not understand it. Some of y'all might be like, Ice, that's crazy. And some of y'all might be like, you got a fucking point. Now, on today's date, I say to people, fuck the bridge. I'll set the bridge on fire. And if I need to come across it, I know how to swim. I just want you to know that the bridge has been set on fire. You didn't burn it. I set it on fire because I'm setting my boundaries. The bridge is on fire. That's the boundary. You no longer get to pass. You no longer get to have access to me for free. Respect my boundaries. Respect who I am. Or take the risk of crossing that fire set bridge and see what happens. Some of you don't even realize you walk with a divine protection. Some of y'all don't even realize that the fire's not even going to touch you. It'd be a test. A test to see, are you going to cross the bridge? Do you really want what's on the other side of the fucking bridge? There's water there. Shit, even if you don't know how to swim, flip over, you know how to float. Or stay over here on this side. You stay over there. I'll stay over here. No, see, some bridges that I've set on fire, I have stood on the other side and I've watched them bitches burn. I've rolled up a blunt, lit it, burn. The roof is on fire. Burn, I don't care. I've even stood there and said, you are going to need me before I need you. In some cases that was true. In other cases it wasn't. I highly suggest that you don't just go setting bridges on fire. Think once, think twice, think 3 times before you set a bridge on fire. You really might end up needing the other person on the other side. They might need you. You might need to set the bridge on fire to establish a boundary. Hell, crossing the bridge ain't the only way to get to the other side. Boom, it was an obstacle. Are you going to overcome the obstacle, or are you going to choose to allow it to keep you where you're at? I am in control of my life. And I have now learned that I could do whatever with that bridge that I want to do. I'm no longer setting bridges on fire because I need to travel those directions. Just because you're on the other side don't mean move, get out the way. There's somebody else on the other side of the bridge that I need to get to. Shit, I set the bridge on fire. Well, I'm going to go down the block and go around the corner. I'm going to get there one way or the other, believe that, because this is my life and I'm taking control of it. I'm changing my mindset. I'm waking up to the higher being that I'm supposed to be. I realized I was living a routine for other people and not for myself. That box, I got rid of it. I told y'all it's been a long journey. I'm still learning, okay? But let me tell y'all might not know how to throw that box away. We get real comfortable in there, even though it's a real small space and we have outgrown it. Believe me, you have outgrown that box. It's okay to throw it away. But for now, for those of you who feel safe in that box because you're not ready, let me tell you, start tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow when you wake up, let your first thoughts be about you. Don't think about Bob, Tim, Tom, Tina, anybody by those names. I don't know you. Maybe you have that name and you're watching and something I just said has something to do with you. I don't know. But let your first thought be about you. What do you want today? What do you want today? What do you want out of today? What do you want to eat? What do you want to drink? What do you want to wear? What do you want to do? Pause. Slide to the side. A whole bunch of people are waking up in places that don't have roofs and don't have walls. They're waking up outside. They're waking up on park benches. They're waking up in the park. They're waking up in the middle of downtown. Those are the real people I want to talk to. So for the rest of y'all, I need y'all to slide to the side. There's some seats over there. Those are the real people I want to talk to. Those are my people. I see you. I recognize you. Even if you don't recognize yourself, I see you and I remember that you're human. I don't care what none of the rest of them people got to say. And what they've told you isn't true. You're not a piece of shit. You're not a lowlife. You're not no fucking good. You're just on a different journey. Everything happens for a reason. Reason, season, lifetime. Look it up. Google it right now. But tomorrow when you wake up, I want you to wake up and worry about you. Think about what it is that you want. For those of you that are blessed enough to be able to get up out of your bed and walk to your bathroom, even for those of you who are not, there's this building, I used to go to it, where you have to sign up to be able to take a shower. When you go in there, when you wash your ass for you. Don't go in there. Don't go in your shower and be like, yeah, I'm getting clean today because I'm going to see so-and-so. So-and-so's going to show up. So-and-so's going to cross my path. We know they're going to be there. Wash your ass. Get dressed for you. Look good for you. All right, some of y'all still not there. And you're going to go get dressed and spray your perfume and cologne on and do your hair because this is how they like it. Okay. You're not ready yet. It's okay. This is a journey. There's no timeline to it. But for those of you that are, tomorrow when you get up, wash your ass and get dressed for you. Put on what you want to put on because you like it. It looks good on you. When you looked in the mirror, you was like, yes, I'm that bitch. I'm that dude. I'm him. I'm her. Don't just walk around talking about it. Be about it. Evicted. This is your life. And what other people think or feel no longer holds weight here. This is about you. This is about me. This is about us. Right? Show up for you. Make you happy. Make you smile. Make you proud. Uh-oh, I went back to the notes. I done passed 4 pages and ain't used none of them notes. And what it says here, I done already said that all to you. So I guess we can get ready to close this out. Let me just look at these notes real quick. See, I wrote here, I'm unique, I'm charismatic, I'm passionate, I'm emotional, I'm a beautiful woman, and I don't care if you don't like it. I wrote that. I done told y'all that. I said that. I didn't even need these notes. Like the box, there goes the notes. It was just a guideline, an outline of what I needed to talk about. And apparently what I needed to talk about, I spoke about. So, they've been evicted. You watch this episode, it's inside of your mind. Something maybe moved you. Some of y'all might have got goosebumps because, damn, she's got a point. If you felt it, because you know I'm telling the truth, then keep coming back over here to the Shadow Realm 0428, because we're going to be exploring more topics. I'm going to use my life experiences to help you work through your life experiences. We're going to get through it. So you know what? Keep coming back to help me, to help you, to help all of us. Thank you for watching the episode.